By the title of this video, you probably know exactly what this video is all about. So if you're interested, make sure to stick around. What's going on, everyone? I hope you're all doing well. If you're new here, my name is Serge. Welcome to the channel. To all my reoccurring viewers, thank you so much for all the love and support that each and every single one of you have shown this channel. I greatly appreciate it, and it means the world to me. If you have not yet, feel free to go check out the God Made podcast. Feel free to go check out Legion Assisted Living Academy and Legion Assisted Living Advisors. This will all be linked down below for you all to check out. So without further ado, let's go ahead and actually jump into the topic of this video. Now, getting tested for the virus is actually a project that the Department of Health Services here in Arizona is actually doing. And I mentioned this in a couple videos ago where they were talking about doing this, but finally they had sent out a mass email, and I'm actually going to show a screen share of this email, and I'm going to walk you guys through it, show you guys exactly what it consists of. So I will put it right here for you guys to take a look at. So let's go ahead and actually do that. And so this all kind of took me by surprise. I didn't realize it was actually going to happen, but here we are. And what are you going to do, right? And so after speaking with the family, let's look here. I'm just trying to get my screen recording going. So there we go. So here is the email, all right? And it is pretty straightforward. They are stating that the Arizona Department of Health Services and partners plan to expand the testing to staff and residents of assisted living facilities in the coming weeks. The goal of this testing is to protect those at high risk for severe illness from the virus by identifying and isolating individuals that may be contagious and providing enhanced infection control recommendations for facilities in effort to help the Arizona Department of Health Services. You know, they actually want us to complete this following short survey. So let's go ahead and see exactly what the survey consists of, right? I actually went through this entire survey. So they want the email address, your facility street address, facility city, zip code, then country, first name, last name of point of contact for the testing coordination or the individual. So pretty much the certified manager or administrator who they would be contacting, phone number, email, facility name. Like mine is on here, Legion Manor. Let's see, Legion. It was on here. Let me see if I can retype that. But yeah, so it's not mine. There it is. So Legion Manor. So I put my facility here, so on and so forth, number, and then if you've completed the survey, and then you press next, and then it says it gives you a few options to opt out of this entire process. But the options to opt out and the reasons why you can opt out really are kind of like working against you. I believe one of the options is that you're going to have your own testing done for the facility, which they're going to follow up and make sure that you actually tested. So pretty much kind of sets you up to have to do this whether you want to or not. So let's go back to the email. It shows the 2 labs that are going to be doing this, and so it is actually for the residents and the staff in your facility. And so residents and staff that have previously tested will not be retested. So I have a resident here who actually was tested and he came back negative, so both times. And so none of my residents have been tested, none of them have symptoms, thank God. So they either have the option to take it or not take it. So right here gives you the exact instructions. You would be required to notify all residents and staff about the collection and testing that will be conducted at the facility. You will then fill out and print all the testing line list, which is down here in the toolkit section. You will then print and provide the testing informed consent forms or the testing opt-out forms. Now, all of this is very interesting because, as you guys all know, the news has been covering this entire situation from the very beginning, since March till now, and there have been a lot of just stories about numbers potentially being skewed. I actually had someone mention to me that they had a loved one who actually, what happened was they got notified that the testing was going to be done. They opted out, didn't want to do it, didn't even get the test done. And then a couple days later, they get results saying that they're positive, even though they didn't go and actually get tested. Very bizarre. You have a lot of doctors coming out now saying that, they're being paid a lot more to take on these infected clients, these patients. So a lot of it is very, very iffy. And I've been talking with the families. A lot of them are opting out of doing the testing just because why is it it's not necessary for their loved one to get tested if they're not showing symptoms, if they're not showing anything that needs any type of testing done. Therefore, they'd rather opt out and avoid this whole situation of, if the testing comes back positive, at that point, what do we do? And what do you do when they're not showing symptoms and they're not having a hard time breathing, or they're not, we're following all the regulations that they're implementing, all the policies that they want us to implement into our facility. And I've been staying on top of that. And so really, I'm opting out from getting tested. I think you guys would all love if I probably filmed myself getting tested. I don't know, maybe comment down below. If I get enough likes on this video, I will not opt out and I will go ahead and get tested. But let's say 200 likes. If you guys get this video to 200 likes, then I will go ahead and get tested, just to make this a little fun for you guys. Just because, might as well. I mean, it's free. It's to no charge to us. So yeah, and I'm gonna show you guys really quick the consent form here for you guys to see. You are authorizing that they conduct a collection and testing for the test through the nose, so that's the swab or blood draw, as ordered by an authorized medical provider or public health official. Test to be disclosed to the county, state, or to any governmental entity. That's where I'm a little bit iffy, because now they can just share it with the world and they can skew the numbers if they want to. I authorize my test results to be released to designated representatives at the residential health care institution where I live or work. So I would get it. That's what that's stating. I acknowledge that a positive test result is an indication that I must self-isolate and or wear a mask or face covering as directed. I understand the testing unit is not acting as my medical provider. Testing does not replace my treatment by any medical. I assume complete and full responsibility to take appropriate action. Yada, yada, yada. So that's the consent. And then there's the opt-out form down here that you can also do. This is for the facility name, date, whether it's a staff member or a resident, first name, last name, date of birth. And you just answer all these questions. And it's surprising because you can just put optional. I guess you can just remain anonymous if you want, because all of this is saying that it's optional. So, I mean, kind of makes it useless if someone just chooses not to say anything, I guess. But yeah, it's very interesting that I predicted. I mean, I was aware that it was happening, or it was going to happen. I forget where I got that information from, but here we are with the actual email. So for everybody who's in Arizona, let me know, comment down below if you're actually participating in all of this and if you've been tested yet and how it all went. I am very curious to see exactly what comes out of this. I know just one of my residents is going to have himself tested, but out of everybody else, not even my staff, they don't want to be tested. But like I said, if I get enough likes, I'll go ahead and get tested. I don't have any symptoms, knock on wood. I've been staying very aware of where I go, wearing a mask when I need to wear one, making sure I keep my social distancing, all that good stuff. So again, let me know. I appreciate all of you. Hit the like button for me if you guys have not yet. Also, make sure to subscribe if you have not. And that is all that I have for you all. So I will see you all in the next video. God bless.